Hello and welcome back to the Trini Zone, my beautiful family. As you can see, I no longer have dreads. That's correct. I am in the process of regrowing my dreads. I'm restarting the journey for various reasons, one of which is actually a spiritual reason. And I told you guys before that I will be dropping a video about my spiritual progress. Yes, it is indeed coming. In fact, there is more than just a video coming. We'll talk more about that another time. Now, today's topic though is the discussion of the Origin Trail roadmap. As you can see, there has been a new roadmap released that I am very excited for us to dive into, because while I've been in the process of coding and working on my own project, I've also been in the process, I've been trying to get caught up on the Origin Trail news so I can keep this, so I can create this video. Now, I do have other content that I've kind of been wondering if I should drop or not from a while ago, but I'm holding on to them just for no reason. Well, not for no reason, but for whatever. So today, let's talk about this new roadmap and the new vision for the Origin Trail team. Now, of course, you can read the introduction. We know about Bob Metcalf, funny individual, very funny guy. And this roadmap is broken up into different months. So I think that's the best way to tackle it. We're just going to go through month by month, briefly talk about each topic here and, move on, because I know you guys have better things to do with your time. So yeah, now first up is the Origin Trail website rehaul. I think this would be the third rehaul that we've had on our website, each time conveying a whole new vision for the Origin Trail ecosystem. So definitely needed each time. So excited to see what the final outcome of this will be. ChatGKG is something that is very important, and it must be talked about, as this lends itself to a lot of may lend itself to a lot of misunderstanding on my opinion on AI, my personal opinion on AI versus what I work with in the open technology space. Right now, I have a very different opinion on AI, or may not be a good opinion to those people who love AI, because I genuinely think AI is a dangerous thing, and if it's not built correctly, I do believe that this has the potential to destroy humanity. And I personally don't believe that there's going to be a sort of middle ground on this particular situation. It's one of those things where we have to do it right, and do it right. Or just don't do it at all. And that's kind of where I'm wondering if we should have been going down that direction. So this is why I build at Origin Trail. The whole reason behind this is not being ignorant to the fact that AI technology is indeed coming, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. And I said this before multiple times on my Twitter. I've been saying it all of last year. It's coming, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So the only thing you can actually do at this point in time is try to make it healthy for humanity. And of course, throughout history, we've seen technologies come and do great things for humanity, but also do bad things. For example, the internet. The internet did great things for human connectivity and globalization and interaction, but we also saw things like Cambridge Analytica come out of that experience. These massive organizations that use knowledge graph technologies, taking our data without our permission and harvesting us like cattle. So when you understand that there's two sides to every coin, and it's really about what we decide to do with it, well, then you see that things like ChatGKG at least offer humanity the option of doing things the good way, of doing things the healthy way, the sustainable way. At least we can have a chance, So this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. At the end of the day, it's up to us to decide how this technology is used. And if you know my spiritual belief, then you know that I firmly believe that most who will use it for bad will use it for bad, and that's unfortunately a large majority of people. So let's do something good. So yes, this chat DKG framework is very interesting, and I really am interested in seeing where this one goes. So the Polkadot Vault wallet support, I'm not totally sure about that. I'll have to get a bit more information on that. The OTP Initial Governance Council constitution becomes official. Yes, we did cover this in my video. Feel free to check out my previous content. We've been talking about this, quite an important topic, and I'm glad that it's going to be set in stone soon. I will be trying to apply to get in there because I've been in the ecosystem so long, I understand the tech. Why not participate and see what can be done? All right, so in July it gets very exciting even because we're talking about the DKG Explorer release. This is something that everyone's been waiting for. This is going to bring a sort of Etherscan like experience to the DKG, where it's not this sort of abstract thought thing in the clouds or wherever anymore, but now it has this more of a face that you can interact with on the daily as a regular technology or any other website, so this is very nice. The Sustainable Medicine Partnership, my friends, no need, I don't think I need to tell you that this is quite a big deal. And as you can see here, the Trace Labs announced this partnership some time ago, and they've been working with some pretty big names. If you can just take a look at the list here, you can see how big they are. And we're talking about BSI, who is our exclusive partner. The CEO is talking about how excited they are to work with Origin Trail. So I think that that one is going to be a very exciting one to unfold. Now, the Trackverse project is my very own project. You guys know that. I've been working on this since 2022, and it's an interesting spin on NFT ownership and artificial intelligence, using artificial intelligence alongside human creativity and blockchain technologies and such. So I think it's interesting. Some people may not like it. Everybody has a path to walk in life, but this one follows a very I would say old storyline. So if you're into reading and you're into storytelling and that's your niche and you like owning things, this is going to be a good opportunity for you. Now, the OT Hub Knowledge Assets Publishers Infrastructure selected. Now, these are the people who's going to be building a new OT Hub. You know me. I have a set of people that I build with, my crew. And I would love to see people like Cosme, BRX, Dimitri be the ones selected for this, because they've been working towards offering node runners these two sorts of tools and solutions and stuff anyway. So it's my personal opinion, of course. I will have to see how the selection process turns out and who actually applies, but I would like to see our community members who are already and have been contributing tirelessly to the ecosystem obtain that victory. So yes, the OTP parachain governance system enabled, we spoke about that. The Origin Trail parachain bridge implementation. Now this is not, I'm not sure about this. I was wondering if this is a new RC, because I think the latest RC was RC 15, which is about the council. So this seems to be a new RC that or maybe I just missed out on an RC. I'll have to double check. I'll double check that. I maybe missed out on something. All right, so the white paper 3.0, I didn't even know we were getting a new white paper because I was so caught up on the old white paper, but it makes sense that we would get a new white paper considering they've kind of merging V6 into V7 and V8. As you can see here, from some V6 to V8. So we're skipping like a whole phase of development conceptually. So we're in a whole new stratosphere just from our December launch. Think about that. That is something right there for you. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, so that ends July. So let's go on to August. The NOS for an AI semantic search for enterprise. So I think this is a pretty good upgrade for the enterprises. We know that NOS is really that enterprise facing ecosystem or application or part of the ecosystem. DKG node delegation. Yes, so right now, let me pull up one of my nodes, and as you can see here, it has like nothing delegated to it, right? So I think they're saying that this is going to be coming in, or we're going to start talking about how this is going to function, which is very exciting, because this is for people who just have tons of track and you don't care or to run an Origin Trail node and you just want to put it somewhere and do something with it. Well, delegate your track. So this is coming soon. We spoke about the pseudo capabilities and unlocking the Origin Trail parachain, and guess what? Right after we unlock it, we're talking about the first XCM integration. So we're talking about connecting to other Polkadot parachains and finally unleashing the power of the decentralized knowledge graph upon the Web3 stratosphere, at least within Polkadot. So very cool. And this also means OTP availability on the secondary market as a token itself. So that's the answer to those of you who wanted to know about OTP. Now, I do not believe that these are... Yeah, well, I guess we'll have to figure out if these integrations mean these chains can interact with the DKG directly, or is it just some sort of token transfer integration? We'll find out about that. All right, we're on to September, and we're talking now about AI semantic search for the GS1 data. So we're releasing EPKIS 2.0. So we're getting deeper integration with EPKIS 2.0. We are also doing trusted project discovery and semantic AI search with GS1 Digital Link. Now, I know you guys were looking at that whole Digital Link news for some time. You know, this is the new upgraded barcode standard that's about to be infiltrating the world that most people have no idea about yet, and it's going to change their lives entirely, or at least for most of them in supply chain. Yeah, this is coming out and it's going to be integrated with, we're going to see our integration with the Origin Trail DKG in September. Now, this is where things started getting very interesting for me, because we know that the Trace Alliance has been silent for quite some time, and to see them now starting to get active in September, when we see all the other tools for the Origin Trail DKG also becoming active, lets me know that they may have some spicy stuff going on, especially when you know who's the chairman at the Trace Alliance, John Keogh. He always is up to something. Like recently, he was invited by the German government to speak on supply chains or something like that. This guy, man. And I didn't even see this one before, integrating knowledge assets with 3 popular AI system tools. So we're talking about OpenAI ChatGPT, Google BERT, and AutoGPT. Now, this is very exciting. Now, I'm not sure if this is like an Origin Trail DKG plugin, which if it is, yes. So even if this is an official OpenAI integration, or if this is a Chat DKG, just a DKG plugin, either or, I'm happy. I love it. This is great. Yeah. So Origin Trail parachain bridge implementation. Okay, this is I still need to get more clarity on what type of bridge implementation this RFC is. I think I may have missed this RFC. The Origin Trail parachain collator system RFC. Okay, so we're finally talking about collators on the Origin Trail parachain. The masterclass for teacher. This is our masterclass for trusted AI in life health sciences. Origin Trail AI trusted in supply chain. Origin Trail for trusted AI in supply chains. So these are all master classes. So now we're on to October, the final month we want to talk about here. And we're seeing an Origin Trail, a masterclass for AI in AI metaverse and gaming, sustainability driven AI search, Origin Trail parachain collator system implemented. So we're talking about cementing the collator system that was just talked about in September, and multi-chain system for Polkadot parachain RFC. So I think, okay, so this is the one I think that may be more so talking about integrating the DKG. The other integrations seemed like a token integration. Hopefully the team can clarify that. And DKG expansion to additional EVM compatible blockchains in October. So we're talking about spreading this bad boy out like wildfire. Yo, guys, tell me this is not the hottest road. This roadmap is so hot. It's so hot. It's a hot roadmap. It's exciting. But there's one more thing I wanted to highlight from this roadmap here, and this is this. So within the Origin Trail roadmap, when you check it out here, they expected, right? They have a target for 1 million assets available on the DKG by the end of this phase. Now, we know that this phase is due to be ended in October, as we just saw. So, as you can see here, this is the end, and this is the multi-chain expansion. Our multi-chain expansion begins in October. With that said, if they expect 1 million assets on the DKG, how many assets do we have right now? If you're an Origin Trail node runner, you know that there's 283,000 assets, 284,000 assets on the DKG right now, which means we have to get 3 times this amount by the end of October. Now, of course, those are just targets. Targets fall short. Sometimes you pass the target, you fall short of the target. Even if we only saw 50% of that million target, that's 500,000 assets on the DKG within the first 6. I think we launched it in December last year, and the network wasn't really running until about like 2 months into this year. So in my opinion, it's like 3, 4, 5 months, but whatever. So, but still, a magnificent amount of track used by this network already, and state on the network already. I have some graphs and charts to show you guys, so we'll be diving more into that stuff later on, thanks to some beautiful folks in the Origin Trail community, the same guys who I am hoping gets accepted to build the Origin Trail OT hub. So yeah, as you can see, track has been paying out. These nodes have been profitable for me. So I'm going to keep running my nodes, staking my track, producing my content, and getting ready for the next phase of Origin Trail. As you can see, the next phase has already begun. Are you guys ready to grow? We're gonna grow, people. Stay tuned. And also, do not forget, I will be releasing another part of my channel, another series on my channel that focuses also on my spiritual progress, but not just that, but talking about my spiritual journey as it relates to the development of technology and bringing up my spiritual perspective lens to the crypto space. So guys, I'm excited to expand and I'm excited for the future. I hope you are as well. Much love.
Yo, this is a TRI zone. We do it for our neighbors like we do it for our own. We do it for the peasants and we do it for the crown. We bring them to our levels so we never looking down. This is a new age classic. The beat bombastic. Your feet you gon' clap it. The hate you gon' stop it. Track you gon' buy it. Them jets you gon' fly it. That Mex you can buy it. The Mexicans like it.